Have you ever seen somebody with a good fit, but it just doesn't look right on them? If not, go look in the mirror. But that's probably because their style isn't unique to them. What makes a style unique to someone? I'm glad you asked. Commence yap session. Aesthetic, a set of principles underlying and guiding the work of a particular artist or artistic movement. So I'm going to be breaking this video down into 3 sections. Number 1, explaining what aesthetic is. Number 2, explaining why your aesthetic is important. And number 3, how to find your own aesthetic. So let's start off with number 1, explaining what an aesthetic is. So I'm going to give y'all a little story, or a little fictional story. Let's say there's a daddy cowboy and a mommy cowgirl. And one day they want to save the horse and make a kid. Because you get what I mean. They want to ride something else. But let's say they birth a baby cowboy. And that baby cowboy, he grows up and he wears big cowboy boots and big belts, big belt buckles. You know, that matches his aesthetic. That looks cohesive. That looks him. But let's say we start again and they birth the kid and that kid comes out and he starts off as a cowboy. But later down the line, he sees an influencer online and they dress like an e-boy. Then he starts dressing like an e-boy, but he still lives on a farm. That looks odd, right? Because that's not his aesthetic. Pretty much what I'm saying is your aesthetic is born within you and shaped by your surroundings. And copy and pasting something will not match your aesthetic. Like, let's say you take, like I said in the example, was a cowboy and paste the e-boy look on him. It's going to look off. So that goes with your aesthetic. You have to be your aesthetic. Now that gets me into why aesthetic is important. Your aesthetic is basically what makes you, you. And that's also what makes it look like your favorite fashion influencers or like artists aren't trying when it comes to their clothes. And they make it look so effortless when they put on cool fits. And then you're just stuck wondering why your fits look like trash. And basically your aesthetic is what gives your fit its individuality and what makes your fit your fit. You don't want to have somebody else's fit and just look like a clone. Nobody wants that. Now I know you all are wondering, oh, Vic, how do I find my own aesthetic? You're not telling me yet. Well, I'm about to get to that, so give me a second. Basically, I broke down finding your own aesthetic into 4 points. Step 1, you need to start off with evaluating your outfits and your whole closet and your style in general, because that's going to give you a good perception of where your aesthetic can go if you want to like elevate it or where it already is. Now, step 2, you want to analyze your personality, because your personality also has a big impact onto your fits and like just how you style things. Because let's say you're a quiet person, you might want all black. You might want to be mysterious because like you're just socially anxious in every situation. And maybe you still want to stand out while wearing all black. So maybe you might go for like an opium type fit because you're insecure and still want attention. Step 3, evaluate what the things you like. It could be music, could be hobbies, because let's say you're into old school music. Maybe you want to try vintage fashion because that goes hand in hand. You already listen to old things. You might be an old soul and like old clothes. Or maybe you're a skater. That's a hobby. Skaters already have drip. So you could go with like baggy clothes, I don't know, or just some skater drip. I don't know. I'm not a skater. And step 4, the most important step that I cannot drive enough on how to find your aesthetic is wear what you want, because without wearing what you want, you can't find your aesthetic. So really it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you can just put on clothes. It may not look right on you, but if you wear it enough, it might start to translate. So just wear what you want and maybe you'll find something you do like, and then you might find your new aesthetic. So just go buy clothes, wear them, and have fun. Doesn't matter.